We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing to fight to hold support here. And in today's volatility, our SPY buy at 7:15 a.m. sent out a bull indicator in full strength there on 42 vision into the bell. Inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, and after the bell, within minutes, call options went up 50% plus, and you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, in a tight range here of volatility. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow and what's going on within the charts. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run of the day was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot at 9:55 a.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 100% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump to these charts. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from red bars to bright green bars in the last 2 days, and today trying to hit bright green bars multiple times. If this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, with a bull indicator since the 492 area on Monday. Tight consolidation and full strength here the last 2 days, and continues to hold strong, and no bear indicator just yet within the slowdowns, right? In today's pre-market and the middle of the day, there was no bear indicator. It was still holding a bull indicator here on the 30-minute. Now, interesting enough, while the SPY was falling in the middle of the day, Tesla was actually rising and trying to retest the highs from yesterday's pre-market, and it slightly broke through it and quickly lost momentum, right? And now it's here in a tight consolidation and lots of eyes on it if it actually loses strength here and breaks through key support levels going into tomorrow. Or will it hold? Definitely something to not ignore here on Tesla. Now, here it is with the SPY pushing up higher, and it is actually rejecting up here a new all-time high near the 498.70 area. And the question mark is, could it still head towards the 500 level? Lots of eyes on that. I look forward to seeing your comments down below and thoughts on that as well. Now, here we are with the 30-minute under a bull indicator. When we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour in the bigger picture, bull indicator here since 484.84. I would just round that up to 485, and it continues that staircase effect and full strength here so far, and it has to hold here the support from today to possibly try to push up higher and for inflows to follow, which we're going to pull up the inflow versus outflow in just a moment. But in the bigger picture, as I talked about in yesterday's video, in the pullbacks, a bull indicator has still been strong here on the 1 hour and the 30 minute within the larger time frames, setting the pace and the strength here within the last several days and weeks, right? Now, within the volatility of the 15 minute, when we go ahead and zoom in here, we could see a bear indicator popping up at 497.80, and things were pinned all day around that area, right? And it tried bringing itself up, using it as support, broke through it, brought itself back above it, comes back to it, and it broke out to new highs of the day and then comes right back down and use it as support here, and it's fighting in the after hours. Definitely something to not ignore. It's going to be crucial for this bull indicator to hold and inflows to follow to justify any move higher to the upside. Now, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflows and break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, with outflows that had began since yesterday, and you could see why today things did not completely collapse, because even though these outflows crossed over on the 30 minute, we can quickly see here on the 1 hour, it held itself up, and we're going to break that down in just a moment. But the reason why things did not push up any higher every time it tried to is because the outflows continued, right? They continued into the pre-market, into the opening bell, and in the middle of the day it crossed over. And as we're pushing back up, it's going to be crucial for these inflows to come back up. If it does not switch from red to green and cross the midpoint, it could quickly start to pull down even further and quickly start to reflect that weakness into these charts. I would not ignore that here on the 30 minute. Now, I did state as we hit a new all-time high, a new 52-week high of 498.50, it is no surprise for a possible cool down, and you could see those outflows for that reason. But so far, the chart has not collapsed because it continues to fight to hold support above 497, and it's right there near the midpoint. And in the bigger picture on the 1 hour, as we just saw, it is holding itself up above the midpoint, and it went back to green, right? So this so far is justifying that move, but we need the 30 minute to follow to go ahead and further confirm the strength of retesting these recent highs of 498.50 and above, and try to retest the next level that everyone has their eye on of 500. So inflows are above here, and they need to hold here on the 1 hour to justify any move to the upside. On the 15 minute, you could see those inflows trying to dominate for most of the day within the volatility, lots of back and forth, and here it is really close to the midpoint, and I'll be watching if it crosses to the downside in today's after hours or going into tomorrow. Now, what are the key levels I would watch? Well, the first thing is support, guys, and the first support level is 497.50, the key support of the day, and down below that is in that tight range of 497. And if these outflows continue to the downside and they cross over here on the 15 minute and start to reflect that weakness into these charts, the next support I'll be watching is 495, and then below that is the 493 area. So those are the key levels to the downside. To the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to pick back up, switch from red to green, continue to hold strong here on the 1 hour and on the 15 minute within the volatility. They are above, pull up away from the midpoint, retest the high of day up here of 498.69, 498.50 area in that tight little range between the highs from yesterday and today. They need to get crossed. There needs to be strength and inflows following, bull indicators holding up, and then the next resistance above that is 500, and then I'll be watching the 502 area. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, but the inflow versus outflows, I will be watching them closely here into the after hours and also here on the 15 minute really closely, because this is the volatility, and if it rolls over into the larger time frames, it can eventually affect the 1 hour. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.